when the forests of the north still whispered to the wind. There was a region erased from maps, where roots ran deeper than the foundations of any human city. These lands were once known as Lir Valon, the Vale of Leaves, named by a people long gone, the Sirenarsh, keepers of the ancient woods. But time spares no root. When the spiral of Etherion fell, the forests withered. Trees centuries old rotted from within, leaves shriveled, even under summer sun. Animals ceased to breed, and the Sirenari people vanished. Some say they left. Others claim they were absorbed by the very trees they swore to protect. Only one thing remained alive there: the whisper, a muffled chant, impossible to trace, as if the trees still spoke long after death. Decades after the spiral's collapse, a small band of travelers crossed the ruins of Lir Valon. They were mercenary scouts, hired by a southern lord to chart forgotten passes. They sought no knowledge, only shortcuts. Leather-armored, bow in hand, with tracking hounds ahead, they entered the forest, but the hounds refused to go further, and the silence pressed around them like fog. One by one, they separated, losing sight of each other even at arm's length. Only two remained: the elven scout Nirendor and a human named Drell. Both seasoned, both skeptical, but even they felt something awake among the trees. It was Drell who saw it first. At the foot of a fallen tree, among tangled roots, lay a small body wrapped in moss. Its eyes were open, but unblinking, the skin pale yet warm. First they thought it a preserved corpse, sustained by ancient magic, but the chest rose and fell. The child was breathing. A girl, perhaps 7 or 8 winters old, her hair interwoven with living leaves, tiny green veins traced beneath her skin, like roots beneath soil, and in her hands, gently clasped, pulsed a faint golden light, a seed. As Drell approached, the air thickened. Leaves rose from the ground in a silent gust, and Nirendor, with centuries of memory, fell to his knees. The elf muttered ancient words in a language forgotten by most of his kind. He recognized it. Not a child, he whispered. It's a Nirn, a living vessel, the forest's final attempt to preserve itself. The Sirenari myths spoke of a legend. When the world stood on the edge of silence, the true woods would grow one final living seed, not to restore what was lost, but to remember. This seed would carry the code of life, the voice of the trees, the memory of Earth. But it would need a host, a body, a being born of the forest's grief. Drell wanted to leave it, but Nirendor insisted, if we leave it behind, it dies with us. If we take it, it may not save us, but it may save the memory. So with careful hands, they wrapped the child and turned back. But the forest did not allow easy passage. Trails vanished, branches fell to block their path. For 3 days, they walked in circles. Only when the child wept, a single clear tear falling onto the seed, the forest opened. They had no place to take her. The civilized realms feared the unknown. The magical academies hunted anything tied to the spiral. And the priests, The priests had long forsaken the gods. So they hid her. In a stone hut near Lake Nahalur, under the care of an old hermit who owed Nyrandor his life. Years passed. The child grew, not in age, but in presence. She never spoke. But wherever she touched, moss emerged. Wherever she walked, ancient flowers bloomed. And at night, the forest's whisper breathed through her lungs. The villagers called her the Green One, or she who dreams in roots. But those who knew the truth called her Seed of the World. Many sought to take her. Cultists, kings, broken lands seeking healing. None succeeded, not by force, but by the will of the land. The earth trembled beneath intruders. Trees fell with eerie precision, and those who touched her forgot why they came. Today no one knows where she is. Some say she walked west, to where stones still recall old names. Others claim she crossed the ash sea, to forests made of glass. But one thing is known: wherever the last seed walks, the earth remembers. And for brief moments, Etherion breathes again.